Fort York. In the 1982-83, I was on a youth exchange in Sri Lanka, and there were a large group of us, but there were many good friendships in that group. And one of the friends that I made at that time was Paramalingam. He was from the island of Delft, and I could see the tensions building in the country, but I didn't expect that 6 months after we left that the war would break out. 10 years later, in the 1990s, I was a high school teacher at East York Collegiate, and many of the students I was teaching were refugees from Sri Lanka, Tamil refugees. And one of the exercises we had them do was to write their stories, partly as a language exercise, but also as a way of expressing what they were feeling and of coming to some reconciliation within themselves and some healing. And some of the stories were very horrific. You know, young people, 14, 15 years old, were writing about carrying cyanide tablets around their neck just in case they were caught by the army, because cyanide would have been a preferable ending to what they might experience. In 2014, I went back to Sri Lanka, and I looked for my friends there, and I looked for Para. And I wasn't sure whether he had survived the war or not, but I was very fortunate to find him in Jaffna. And we reconnected, and I was able to stay at his home for a few days. And he told me about his experiences of the war. You know, it's an incredible honor to stand here today and to remember all of those people who have been lost. And for me to be standing here on behalf of Para, my friend Para, and on behalf of my students from East York Collegiate, to remember what has happened, but also to learn the lesson. You know, this bill that was passed, that was voted on last week, the Tamil Genocide Education Act, it's an important act. It's important that we learn the lessons, that there is true accounting and reconciliation, and it's important that we remember the lessons of this so that this kind of genocide never happens again. Thank you.